Welcome to Vintage SF. I'm Richard Rempel, and today we're going to have a book tour. This is a book that I'm borrowing from the Children's Hospital Book Market. It's going to be part of their sale April 24th to 26th, 2026 here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Things, It's, and Aliens. It says it's from a Denis Gifford collection. Who is Denis Gifford? Denis Gifford was a British writer, broadcaster, journalist, comic artist, and historian of film, comics, television, and radio. In his lengthy career, he wrote and drew for British comics, wrote more than 50 books on the creators, performers, characters, and history of popular media, devised, compiled, and contributed to popular programs for radio and television, and directed several short films. Gifford was also a major comics collector, owning what was perhaps the largest collection of British comics in the world. And when we look in the bibliography, a very extensive bibliography, we see his books on cinema. And down there, from 1991, Things, It's, and Aliens, lobby card posters from Sci-Fi Shockers. And you can see right below it, there's a sequel, Mad Doctors, Monsters and Mummies, lobby card postcards from Hollywood Horrors, also from 1991. So let's take a look. In the contents, we can see that there are movies, cards, lobby cards from movies from 1953 to 1965. Now, just so you're aware, this is a UK publication. The only price on here is £8.95. So you will not see a lot of the movies that you think of from the 1950s and 60s from United States. We have an introduction, looking at lobby cards from Denis Gifford. These are cards from his own collection. And then we'll have the movie cards themselves. And there'll be one movie card, and then on the back will be a description. And unfortunately, we kind of have to flip it upside down to see the description itself. So let's take a look at these movie cards. Our first one. Thrills come rocketing to the screen as science smashes a new frontier. Project Moonbase. Something that might be a little bit difficult to see, but story and screenplay by Robert Heinlein. One of the things I've noticed when I was reading about each of these cards is that a number of them use special effects stock footage from other films, like German films or Japanese films. So they're made quite cheaply and use that footage to complete their story. Cosmic Frankenstein terrorizes Earth. Already one whole city has been devoured, and still it grows, minute by minute, reaching out with countless invisible mouths to swallow the Earth. The Magnetic Monster. The astounding story of the thing that came alive. His secret power menaced the world. He came from 1 billion miles of space to meet the strangest destiny ever told. Phantom from Space. Now, if you want to play along with me, we can see how many movies you've actually seen. So far, I haven't seen any of these. Commando Cody, Sky Marshal of the Universe. That's the cover image for the book as well. Half man, half monster. Himalayan monster captured 20,000 feet above the earth. The Snow Creature. Raw panic the screen has never dared reveal. Target, Earth. There's certain stars that I see reoccurring here, like Richard Denning. Conquest of Space. Creature with the atom brain. Once again, we see Richard Denning. Terrifying, fantastic, startling, King Dinosaur, mightiest monster of them all. See a prehistoric world of fantastic adventure come to life. Might be a bit of a ripoff of Godzilla. Let's see here how I can set this up. Destroying, terrifying, the beast with a million eyes. Widescreen terror scope. From MGM, Forbidden Planet in Cinescope and color. This one is probably one that many of you have seen. I have seen it, certainly. Walter Pidgeon, Anne Francis, Leslie Nielsen, and Robbie the Robot. World Without End in Cinescope Technicolor. Now, the truth about flying saucers. See it all as it actually happened and is still happening. The motion picture scoop of the century. Unidentified flying objects. From a lost age, terror crawls from the depths of the earth. The Mole People. Hugh Beaumont. I think he went on to be in the television show Leave It to Beaver as the father. The Land Unknown. That dinosaur looks like it's standing a bit too upright. Reminds me a bit of the Gorn from the classic science fiction Star Trek. Superquake tilts the earth the night the world exploded. The Brain from Planet Eros. Life magazine says the ultimate in scientific monsters, War of the Satellites. Rocket into new orbits of thrills with Space Master X7, piercing new worlds of terror. Much of science fiction was in the terror or horror realm, at least of the 60s and 70s in the movies. Mankind's first flight to Venus, the female planet, Queen of Outer Space, starring Zsa Zsa Gabor. The Towering Terror from Hell, War of the Colossal Beast. Persons under 13 will not be admitted. Attack of the Puppet People. Dull dwarves versus the crushing giant beasts. From Time Unborn, a hideous she-thing. Terror from the year 5000. A weird invader, turning oceans to steam, melting mountains, turning men and women white with the awesome, horrible way it kills. The Lost Missile. The Cosmic Man, starring one of the Carradines, John Carradine. It's not 3D man, it's 4D man. Robert Lansing, Lee Merriweather. Those are a couple of famous actors. Battle in Outer Space. Star Wars before Star Wars. Kal-Tiki, the immortal monster. The atomic submarine. Well, that is very prescient. Land on the moon with the first intrepid astronauts, 12 to the moon. A 1,000 headlines into the future. Assignment Outer Space. Jules Verne's Master of the World in Magnacolor, starring Vincent Price. Charles Bronson as well is in here. Space Travelers in a World That Time Forgot, Valley of the Dragons. It's in Monsterscope. Journey to the Seventh Planet. What is this monstrous thing? With the power of mind over matter, there beyond stars, your unspeakable fears, deepest desires come alive, and you are trapped in a spectacle of terror, your secret fears pitted against you. Hand of Death. Science shocker of the space age, the Phantom Planet. See the world doomed by an invading wild sun 6,000 times bigger than Earth. Gorath. The Crawling Hand. Dare you take the incredible voyage to the end of the universe? One U.S. astronaut pitted against all the odds beyond this Earth. Robinson Crusoe on Mars. This film is scientifically authentic. It is only one step ahead of present reality. I don't know about that. You are in the future before it happens. The Time Traveler. The day the Earth split in two. Crack in the world. Astounding adventure from the center of the moon. Mutiny in outer space. It's quite the look of, I don't know, lint from your vacuum cleaner all over his face. We have a double header here. 2 all-new thrillers of the space age. Frankenstein meets the space monster and Curse of the Voodoo. The Wild, Wild, Wild Planet. So out of the 45 lobby cards within here, I've only seen one film, Forbidden Planet. Now that was a United States film, so I'm not sure if that really kind of counts because most of these, I believe, are from the UK. I hope some of you have done much better than I have. I'd love to hear about some of these movies or some of your memories about these movies. Perhaps tell me a little bit about lobby cards. Have you ever collected lobby cards? So until next time, keep collecting and keep reading.